He was closer than I realized. I hadn't heard him move. I was still examining the light fixture when I felt it, his hand hovering near the small of my back. Casual, like he belonged there. I didn't move. Part of me waited, not sure why, only that something in me wanted to see what might happen. Before we begin, if you've been here before, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. If you're new, welcome. You've picked an interesting moment to start. Let's begin. The apartment was still. Our footsteps echoed across polished wood floors. My heels clicked softly as I walked ahead, notepad in hand. The air was cool and faintly quiet. I focused on the crown molding, the light fixtures, the layout. He walked a step behind, offering details, square footage, insulation, the boiler. Then came his voice again. Nice earrings. They catch the light. I smiled slightly. Thanks. A gift. A few seconds passed. You've got a nice voice, he added. Carries well. I get that sometimes, I replied, keeping my eyes forward. We moved into the living room. I asked about the windows. He answered, then said, You carry yourself like someone who's been to good places. That made me turn. Strange thing to say, he shrugged. It wasn't meant to be. I let it go. In the bedroom, sunlight poured through the wide windows. I crossed the room to the far wall, watching the light filter through. Could be nice, I murmured. He nodded at the hallway. Want to see the light fixture? It's new. I stepped ahead. The hallway was narrower than I expected. As I tilted my head to study the light above, I felt the silence wrap around me. A creak behind me. You'd make this place feel different, he said. I didn't turn. The air felt thicker. Still, I stood there. Then, softly, his hand touched my back. Gentle, barely there. Sorry, he said. Narrow hallway. I stayed still. Turning slightly, I caught him in the corner of my eye. He wasn't looking at the light. You'd make this space feel like home, he said again, slower this time. I met his gaze, steady. No smile, no retreat. He didn't move either. I could have broken the moment, could have walked ahead, but I didn't. His hand shifted slightly. My chest tightened, breath slowing. Is this okay? He asked. I didn't answer, just looked at him. He brushed the edge of my sleeve. I turned toward him, just enough to face him fully. His eyes didn't search mine. They held steady, like they already knew. We moved together down the hall, steps softer now. I paused near the wall. He stepped close, the stillness thick between us. He didn't speak. Neither did I. His fingers adjusted my sleeve again, then paused. I reached for his jacket without thinking. My hand lingered there. We matched. Movements, breath, stillness. It caught me off guard how natural it felt. My hand stayed near his shoulder. He leaned in, no hesitation. His hands moved to my sides. Steady, calm. We didn't move fast. The moment was already full. His jacket slipped from my fingers. My blouse shifted, one side loose. I didn't fix it. I just held the back of his shirt. He paused near my collarbone, one hand at my waist. The other, a silent question. We didn't need to speak. He guided me gently toward the window. The cool glass met my back, grounding me. His presence stayed close, hands steady. Mine found his shoulders again. The warmth between us wasn't rushed, but certain. He touched my sleeve again. The fabric fell naturally. He didn't look away, each movement subtle, unforced. He leaned in, not urgent, just drawn near. My breathing slowed. Sunlight traced my hair, lit my cheek. I leaned toward him. Instinctive. Easy. A breath escaped me, soft and unintentional. He didn't move farther. Didn't press. One hand stayed at my back, the other resting near my side. My fingers reached his hair, settled there, lightly. We shifted slightly, like we were learning the rhythm of the moment together. He murmured something. I didn't catch it. I didn't answer. I rested my cheek near his. The window frame creaked faintly as we found balance. Close, not urgent, not slow. His breath passed my shoulder. Mine followed. He held me closer. I leaned in again. He was already there, steady, still. I tilted my head back, eyes closed, just for a second. I didn't speak. I didn't move. And in that pause, everything else faded. Be honest. If it had been you, would you have waited? Or said something first? Tell me in the comments. I'll be reading. And if you haven't yet, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what's next.